Hey everybody, this is William and this is Bushido Gamer, Game with Passion, Game with Honor. Alright, so today we have a brand new game that just came out recently. It is called Escape from Dulce from Sentient Cow Games. So, Escape from Dulce is it's a little dungeon crawler type of board game where you have several historic figures, like you have Hattori Hanzo as a samurai, a 500-year-old samurai. You have this two-headed psychic talking cow. You have a great alien that has split from the hive mind. You have a couple other little characters like Amelia Earhart and some other characters there. And these characters have all been captured by the secret little alien, little kind of consortium or something like that, and hidden inside this base, in the bottom part of this base, in like these cryogenic tubes, right? So they've broken free from the cryogenic stasis, and now they have to escape this base from the ground level, going up and up to the top level, and then finally get to the top level. They face the man in black, who is the controlling everything. They defeat him, then they escape from the base, and the game is over. Okay, so this game is pretty fun to play. It is a lot to set up. If you look at here, there's a lot of stuff in this game. There are many different enemies. There are a lot of these little pop-outs. There's a lot of bosses. There's several allies you can get, and a lot of cards. Plus, you got these really cool little towers. So you got this tower right here, which actually has levels 5, 3, and 1. And then you have another tower that holds level 4 and 2. So you start off on level 6. Once you find a portal in the computer, you defeat the boss. Then you go up to level 5, which would be in this tower right here. Once you defeat, then you go through there. Once you defeat the rooms in there, you defeat the boss on that one. Then you go level 4, then level 3, level 2, and then finally level 1. Fight the man in black, defeat him, and escape from the base. So it's really cool because you got all these different towers and stuff, and it kind of makes it seem as though you actually are climbing from the bottom of the depths of the base and working your way up to the top level so you can escape. So I'm gonna put this down. All right. So in this game there are several different people you can play as, and each one has these little top secret folders. Don't fold them. My wife kept asking if she could fold it because like it should be folded. I would say not, but that's up to you. But these are cool folders, and these file folders they have a picture of the character, some background history, and a little bit of a biography. So you can actually read into it and see what they are. So the way this works, let's see. You have Hattori Hanzo, which is a old samurai. You have Sir Reginald the Cleaver. He actually is part of the expansion that I got with this one as well. Then you have Amelia Earhart, one of the original ones. Dr. Donna Haskin. Red Buford, which is an old security guard looking guy. You got this creepy looking little Smith family, which is like this half octopus, half human type of mutated specimen. You got this Adam Starblaster, which is an alien. You have Joey Fixit, which is another one of the expansion characters, and you have Raylock Gilex. He's one of the gray aliens that escaped from the hive mind, and Snippy Von Bell, two-headed talking cow, who's really cool. So you have all these different characters, and it's really cool because you have another thing you have these little figurines, and we're going to bring these out so you can see all the rest of the figurines. So it comes with quite a few things, and part of it, if you can look at here, you can see there's a figurine for a lot of the bosses. You have additional figurines for some of the other players that you can play as. So they all have figurines. The only ones that don't have figurines are the two characters from the expansion. Just as you said, they just didn't have the time to really go and get those done during the Kickstarter. But it's really cool. You still got the little emblems to play them as. So you have all these different figurines for all the different bosses, all the different allies. You have your player figurines, and they basically move around the board. So we're gonna go into a quick one. So let's start off. I got two people that I'm gonna play as, and the nice thing about this game is that you can actually play this game by yourself. That's right. It is a board game that you can play completely solo. The reason why is because the game itself plays as its own DM. Okay? Every one of the creatures, every one of the aliens, everything you fight, they actually have specified moves or actions that they can do each turn. So you could actually sit there and play this game all by yourself against the board. Okay, so let's do it this. In fact, we're gonna do that. I usually play with Hanzo because, well, I like samurai. His name Bushido, his honor. But I'm gonna play as Snippy this time. So I'm gonna take Hanzo out. I'm gonna show you how this can play with one hand, with one person. Okay. So on the board, when you first start off, you have you're gonna have these four tokens that you can put into different rooms, and each one, when you go into a room, you have several things you can do. So let's start off here first. Now this doesn't come with it. I bought this one separate just to make it easier for me to manage all the pieces that came with it. So I'm gonna get two of these and one of these. There we go. So when you start the game off, you're gonna get your character, get your piece on the board, and there's a little token. I'm gonna get that as well and show you. And let's look at the character sheet. This is your character sheet. This is what you want to keep in front of you, because it has your level, your experience, your armor if you have any, and your health. And then it also tells you what your strength, your mental, your accuracy, and your speed are as well. So, and it also has your special abilities up here too. So let's go at the first one. With the strength determines how much you can hold inside your backpack. So the more strength you have, then the more you can hold inside your backpack, more cards you can hold in your backpack. The mental determines how well you are at how well you do at finding objects when you loot the room. So, like for example, if you have a mental of 3, then when you roll, if you get a 1, 2, or 3, then that check passed. If you get anything higher than that, then you fail. Accuracy is what you need to roll in order to be able to hit an enemy. So if your accuracy is 2, you have to hit a 1 or a 2 in order to have a successful attack. So those who play D&D, it's very similar to that, where when you're trying to attack an enemy, you are attacking against their AC, their armor class. And if you roll higher than their armor class, then your attack succeeds, it hits. If you lower than the armor class, then it fails. So the accuracy is basically the same thing. Your speed is how many actions you can do each turn. So going into a room, that's one action. Okay, so as soon as you go into a room, that's one action. And then you do a combat, that's another action. Actually, I gotta put this in the right place. Let's do that here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these up. So you start off as level 1. And there is a heart. You have all these hearts in here, and there's one heart that is kind of a darker color. That's your beginning level, or that's your beginning heart. That's your default health. So for Snippy, the default health is like 12, and it's at 0. And I don't have any armor, so I'm gonna worry about that. So this is my character is all set up. Now down here at the bottom, it tells you what kind of weapons that person can use, that you can use. So with Snippy, for example, it can use any class weapon as long as it has the appropriate harness equipped. It means no harness, no weapon. So Snippy's going to have a little hard time doing damage because he's only going to have the one white one, I believe. Armor, I can use alien and specialized. You have side power and an athletic ability, and then you have your backpack, which is how many cards you hold. Probably not a good idea to hold Snippy, huh? Yeah, I'll do it. Nope, can't do it. I gotta use my. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, fine. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this tower down for a minute. I'm gonna need the space. Careful. There we go. Alright. So this is my little character sheet right here. Now you also get a couple of starting cards. So I'm going to start, I can't use the 2 weapons, so I'm not going to use those. I can't use any of the weapons actually. So I'm going to take actually the only thing I can tell you really is just the med kit. I can't even use any stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and discard the rest of these. Okay, so let's see how this game starts off, okay? The red dice is going to be used for things like initiative and so forth when you're doing your attacks. And there's other dice involved too, but you're going to see how they work. So, the way it starts off, you choose where you're going to go. Now, each room has a door. Now, there's 2 different weapons. You have weapons that are ranged weapons, like guns, pistols, and so forth, and you have melee weapons. If you have a melee weapon, you have to be in the same room as your enemy that you're trying to attack. If you have a ranged weapon, you can be 1 room away from it, because that way it's like you're kind of like shooting through a window, shooting to the door. Okay, so when you start it off, you're going to decide where you're going to go to. I'm going to just out of curiosity, I'm going to go here and go to the right here. I busted the door. I only got 2 actions, so that's my first action. When I go in here, I flip over this little thing, and it looks like I found the portal right away. So that could be a good thing, because if you find a computer and then you find a portal, then actually no, if you find a portal, yeah, it's some bad stuff that happens. So I'm going to have to clear out the room. So what happens is when you go into the room, you have an encounter. So you open the encounter up, and this encounter says, Mysterious Skeleton, the scattered bones of base guard commander are in the middle of this room. There's a pistol and a security badge among the remains. Player who first enters the room takes the pistol and security badge from the loot deck after an encounter, and they reshuffle. And then it has several different encounters. So I'm playing me by myself. I'm going to do that 2-player encounter. So 2-player encounter, I'm going to go against 1 mutant. Now you have 3 different levels. You have green, yellow, and red. These are the alert levels. When you go into an encounter, you raise the alert level 1 up. So right now it's in green. Once it gets to the yellow, then I have to go whatever's in yellow on the card. When it gets to red, I got to do this in red. If it gets to black before I get to level 1, I'm basically about to die, because that's when the men in black comes onto the field. Okay. So this one is raising alert level 1, and I'm going against 1 mutant. Okay. So the mutant is right here. So the enemies you can go against will be lizard men, aliens, like the gray aliens, the security guards, the mutants, and the robots. And then you have your lizard commander, your base commander, your guard commander. You have your gray alien commander. You have your mutant commander. You have a robot commander, and you have the men in the back himself. So I'm going to choose. I got a mutant hound, and it actually tells you. This is how it works with this. It tells you on the top left corner the number. So this one is number 1. So I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to put him in here because he's number 1. And then it's pink. Get over it. Let me see. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. So now I know I'm using the mutant number 1, so I'm going to go and get my mutant number 1 token. And let me get my player token Snippy. There we go. Okay. So I got my player token and I have my mutant number 1. And where did I put the mutant? Oh, and he goes on to the combat tracker. So the combat tracker, the next thing here towards the middle of the top of the card, it has a little number as in a blue circle and a white text. That number right there is the initiative. So this one initiative is 3, so it means that he's going to place it down here on 3. For me, I'm going to roll my red dice, 1 dice. I take that number plus the number of my speed. So in this case, I have 2 plus 2, so it's 4. So my initiative would be 4. So now I know I'm going to be going first, and then the mutant hound goes next. Okay, so this is where combat goes. Okay, so with the combat, I'm Snippy. Because I have Snippy, I don't have any weapons off the back, so I basically just only roll 1 white dice if I do any hit. So I'm gonna decide. I'm first on the tracker, so I'm gonna attack first. So I'm gonna say, okay, I want to attack him, and basically I'm gonna try to bite him or headbutt him. I guess I'm a cow. So I'm gonna roll. Now what I gotta do is I gotta roll equal to my accuracy. Now my accuracy is only a 2, so I have to roll a 1 or a 2 in order to actually hit him. Anything other than that, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna do it like this. Just roll for hit. Good. So I got a 1. Now in D&D you get like a 20, a natural 20, then that's it's a critical hit. You get a 1, it's a critical fail. In here, you roll a 1, that's a critical hit. So if you roll a 1, that means that you're going to get 1 extra dice for whatever attack you're doing. Now I'm going to use kick as my attack because target must be in the same room. And it's 2 white dice, which means I'm going to use 1 more dice. So I got 3 white dice. So I'm going to go ahead and roll these, and it's probably going to kill him. Maybe not. Alright, so I did 3 damage to him. So with that, he takes 1, 2, 3. So 3 damage, he's down to 2. And that was in my turn because I used 1 action already to go into the room. So my second action was to do my attack. My turn is over. Now it goes to his turn. So this is how the game plays by itself, or as its own DM. So the Mutant Hound has 3 actions that it can do. So the first action, Claw Swipe. It's going to target the person with the lowest health. So if I had another player, it'll target that person. It could target whoever had the lowest health. Since it's me, or myself, all of them are going to hit me. So target the lowest health. It has a speed, which right now is 3, so you do 3 actions, and it has an accuracy of 2. So it has a roll of 1 or 2. So you can roll it. You can have another person roll the dice, whichever one. I roll it. It has a 6, so that's a miss. So the second attack, it goes to target the highest strength. So it's going to hit me again. That's a 3. Its accuracy is 2, so it's also a miss. And the third attack, Hollow Field, players in the same room must pass a mental check or flee to the previous room. So it's going to try to hit, and it misses again. So it didn't do any of its attacks. Yeah, that's right. So now it's going to go to back to me because it goes along the tracker, go back to the top, go back to me. I'm going to go ahead and attack again. That's a 5, so that's a miss. Now I get my second attack because this is a new round. So the next one attack, that's a critical. I'm going to kick it again. 3 dice. This will probably kill it. And dice. Okay, so it took enough damage to die. It's dead. We're going to take this, put it back on the bottom of the deck, and remove him off the field. Remove him off the field. He is toast. So I killed the enemy. Because you killed the enemy, you automatically get 1 experience if you kill the enemy. And then on the counter at the very bottom, it actually tells you how much XP you get too. So since there's a green level, I get 2 more experience. So I'm going to go ahead and raise this up 2 more. Now because of the encounter, it allowed me to go ahead and look for a pistol and a security badge. So I go ahead and look through the deck for those 2 items. So it goes to security badge, and that's a scope pistol. That's not the right one. And a pistol. Okay. So I got my security badge. And I got a pistol. Put these back. So the pistol is a weapon that you can use to fire at people. The green one gives you a little bit more chances of getting hits. And the security badge allows you to use it to lower the alert level. I'm not going to use it right now. I'll put that in my there. Discard the pistol because actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the pistol in case I get it later. Now, because I've already beat this room, you would actually take a little X, you put it into the room, means that it's already been done, and then I go ahead and loot the room. So my mental will determine what my chances of looting is. So my mental right now is a 3. So I can do it two times. Actually, I think, yeah. Depending on how many players you play, that determines how many times you're gonna do it. So if it's like 2 or 3 players, you can do 2 times. If it's like more than like 4 or 5 people, I think you're going to do it once. So it's only me myself. I'm gonna do 2 times. So let's get these dice off the way. I'm gonna roll them, and I got 1 miss but 1 hit for the 3. So I get to get 1 card off the top. All right. So I got the gun mount harness, which is only usable by Snippy Von Bell, equipped 2 pistol or rifle class weapons. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here. That will allow me to go ahead and equip my pistol, and I don't have anything else. So now I have a pistol I can use instead of my kick. And we cleared this room, so I go to the next room. So let's go to the next one. I'm gonna do that one right there. Flip it over. It's the computer. Okay, so 2 things are gonna happen here. 1, I got an encounter for this room. 2, the lizard commander, which is the boss for level 6, is now on the field. He shows up inside of here, so he's gonna be a boss one. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over because he's gonna be over there now. Okay. When you find a portal, that's your way out to the next level. When you find a computer, that activates the boss at the portal. Sometimes it's actually good to find a portal first, because then you can get the encounter out the way and you clear that room. And then you find the computer and then just go back to that room to fight the boss. So, this is a new encounter. And this one is a bad omen. The walls have primitive paintings on it of an eerie, smiling man dressed in black that causes a chill to run down your spine. The lizard men in the painting hold up a glowing skull that seems to protect them. So I am fighting against 3 lizard men. So lizard man number 1, lizard man number 6, and lizard man number 7. And 5, 5, and 4. Okay. So we have 7, 1, and 6. So I got 3 lizard men against my poor little cow. All right. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and get the lizard man that we need. Here we go. So we got number 7, we got number 6, and we got number 1. So these little tokens, as I said, you got to use those to determine where they're going to go on the board here. So number 1 has a initiative of 5, so he's going to be right here in 5. Number 6 also has a 5, so he's going to be right next to him. And then number 7 has a 4, so he's going to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I got a 6 plus a 2, so that's 8. So I am up here in front of them. So I'm going to do some major damage on them before they get a chance to attack me. Alright, so I get to go first. I'm going to go ahead and try to attack number 1 because he's going to be the first on the list. And that's a miss. So I'm going to try to attack him again. And that's also a miss. So I wasted my 2 attacks. I didn't get to attack him. And now that's going to suck for me. So it goes to number 1. So number 1 is going to go. And here's the lowest armor. He has accuracy of 2, so you got to roll 1 or 2. And he misses. On the second one, the highest accuracy. Roll 1 or 2 again. Misses again. So he missed both of his attacks. Now it goes to the next guy. Lowest speed. Missing the first one. And the second attack was a spear swipe. He missed on that one, so he doesn't get the hit. Lucky for me. The last one, lowest speed again. That is a critical. That sucks for me. So he gets 2 green dice. So it's 2 green dice because it's a critical, so it's an extra green dice. And he's going to hit me for 7 points of damage. So I was at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I am down to 5 life from that 1 attack. And that was his first attack, huh? Wow. Second attack, highest rank, highest armor, and he misses on that second attack. So now it goes back to the top of the round, back to me. So, let's see. I am going to go for an attack again, same one. That's a 2, that's a hit. I'm going to use my gun. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to use my kick instead because, no, I'll use the gun. Let's do the gun. I'm going to go for number 1. And that's 2 damage. So, number 1 takes 2. He's down to 3. And now, my second attack, I miss. So it goes back to number 1, his turn. He misses on his first attack, misses on his second attack. And number 6, misses on the first attack, hits on the second attack. 1 white dice. And that is 3 points. Ouch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so right now, Snippy Von Bell is at 2 points. So it kind of sucks. He's about to die. And it's not his turn yet, so it's either the one with miss. So what's going to happen? So that was this guy's attack. Now his attack. Oh crap, he hits on the first one. Okay, so he hits on that first one. He's going to do 2 points of damage, and that kills Snippy. So my guy died. So here's the thing, when you die, it really sucks because when you die, whatever experience you've gained, you lose. It means you go back to 0. Any items that you have, they are all gone. You lose all of your items and you start back up. With most players, you start back up with the lead pipe. In Snippy's case, you start back up with squat. So still level 1. I got 0 experience. I am out of health, and because I haven't found the cryopods yet, Snippy has to come back over to the beginning area, which was over here. Which means I will have to actually, in order to go back over there, I'm going to have to go through this crap and fight this guy first before I go back over there, unless I go this other way. And here's another thing: you start off with a certain number of player cones. And it's up to you. You know, usually you start off with 3, maybe 5, depending on your plan. Or if you want to go homegrown rules, you start with as many as you want to start off with. So if you want to, you can start off with all 5. It's up to you. But when you lose them, you lose them. If you lose all of your clones and you have no more clones, your game is over. You lose. Game is over. The aliens have won. You have died in the base trying to escape. So anyway, that right there is Escape from Dulce. The whole name is actually Secret Unknown Stuff, Escape from Dulce. And I think it's because they have plans for other games to go along with that Secret Unknown Stuff series. And this is like the first one. So, it's a fun game. It's a great game. I think you can play about 2 to 5 people, 2 to 6 people in this game. So it's a really cool game. Or you can play it by yourself if you want to. You see, I did, and it's probably not advisable because you could probably get killed really fast, like I did. I mean, 3 against 1 is not really fair, right? But yeah, the game is pretty fun. Let's go into the ratings for it. So, gameplay, fun factor, replay value, rules, and theme. So, gameplay. Easy? Yes. It's actually pretty easy. I will be honest, it is daunting because you know what, when you first get this game, you look and you're like, holy crap, there's a lot of crap to this game. There's a lot of stuff to this game. This right here is not even everything. Inside of my things, my little tubes, I have all the little different characters, character pieces. I have all the clips. I have all the dice. On this one, I have more little pop out things than the other ones. So there's a lot of stuff to this game. And if you are not organized, if you have little kids, you want to make sure that you keep them well organized. I bought this thing. So this thing has all these different little parts in it, these different containers, and I can separate them. And there was too many to fit in one, so I got 2 of them instead at the same time. So one of them has all the tokens and stuff that go on your character sheet and inside on the game board, and the other one has all of the enemy pieces and dice and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you keep all this stuff organized. Now, one cool thing is that the game does the game box itself when you buy it comes with a whole bunch of little plastic bags that you can put stuff in. So that's cool to start off with, and then later on you can decide how you want to do it yourself. So gameplay, the gameplay is I actually give the gameplay a 5. This is a really fun game. It's an easy game to play. Once you start getting it, it's very simple. Anybody can pick it up and play it. So I would give it a definite 5 on the gameplay. For the fun factor, it is a fun game to play. The gameplay is easy, but it is a definite fun game to play. On the fun factor, I give it a I give it a 5 on the fun factor. It is a fun game to play, and that's why I'll give it a 5. If you could get a good group of people going, you guys can have a lot of fun playing this game, and a lot of frustration when everybody dies. Actually, I remember playing, the first time I played the game, we made it through to the entire base and we escaped. The second time I played it, we died on the first level. Like on the very first floor, we just died. Everybody just died. It all depends on just how the luck goes to the roll and stuff. So, but either way, it's exciting to play this game. It's really fun. The theme. So the graphics in the game are pretty cool. They're kind of like, a little cartoony on some parts, which is cool. I love all of the little miniatures. The miniatures look awesome. They're beautifully done. The design work on them is really good. They all come in gray, which allows you to go ahead and paint them whatever way you want to paint them, which is also actually pretty cool, because then you can paint it to whatever style you want to paint it. And I've seen some really cool ones online that people have done too. And they look just like they would in the picture, so it's just like to the T. Other than that, though, the layout of the cards, layout of the game, layout of the board, the way the dice look, the way everything, I like how they all look. So I would have to give it a 5 on that, just because it's a beautiful game. Yeah, we'll go 4.5. Only reason why 4.5 is good. It's still a good score for it. It is beautiful. It has really cool artwork. Yeah, that's pretty much it about it too. Could it be better? Yeah, maybe. But I mean, one thing I'm afraid of is that some of the players, like some of the miniatures, like this guy, he has these long swords, and they're pretty firm, but not all of them are that firm. So there is a way that some of this stuff can be easily broken, which would just seriously piss some people off, I think. So, because that, other than that though, it is still a beautiful game. So a strong 4.5 to a 5 is good. Replay value, hands down 5. I could sit here and play this game over and over again. This game is just that exciting to play. I've played it. I think my wife actually. Here's the thing. My wife likes this game, and saying she likes the game is incredible because she doesn't like playing games. So my wife loves this game, and because of that, I know this game is really fun. And it's easy. It's so easy for her to play. And she hates games where she plays against me because she thinks that I cheat, so I always win. I'm not cheating. I'm just good. But she likes playing this game with me because it's not really player against player. It's cooperative. Everybody works as a team to try to defeat everybody. And she enjoys playing this. It's like the one game of all of our games that we have that she will sit down and play willingly without me even asking. She'll actually ask me, "Hey, can we go and play that game?" So okay, sure. So the replay value, definitely a 5 on this one. The rules. Okay, let's show you the rules. Okay, so this is the rule book. The rule book is about 47 pages long. That's right, 47 pages. The rule book is intense. I recommend anybody who gets this game, read the rule book. Seriously, the rule book is pretty. It is pretty straightforward. It gives you a lot of the information. It gives you pretty much everything you need to know. There's like one typo in it, but I'm not going to mention it. But other than that, though, it gives you a lot of information about the game. It tells you everything you need to know. All these things about all the things about like the customized weapons, how to play all the items and stuff, and what they do. is a lot of information. And it even gives you like samples of different missions that you can do inside the book as well too. Like they have, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, they have like 8 additional missions that you can play in the book. So that you can play inside the book. So it makes it even more fun. It makes it even higher replay, because then if you don't want to play like the standard game of it, you can say, you know what, I'm gonna do hunting party. Hunting party sounds cool. Let's do a hunting party, and then you set it up. So the rules for probably very few for me, because I don't really give 5s for rules, because there's always a lot of stuff that there's always something that I have to like ask about more. This one was not the case. And I don't know if it was because I played it before, but I read through the rules a few times and I'm like, okay, I pretty much got it. It was there. So this is going to be a 5 on the rules. That is a rarity for me. I don't like to give 5s on rules, because a lot of times there are some things that are missing, but this one is not. So, Sentient Cow Games, they will be over at WonderCon this weekend, over in Anaheim. So if you are going to WonderCon, I would say definitely go to the game area and check out their game. It is a fun game. Let them know that William from Bushido Gamer sent you. They're good friends too. So anyway, and I believe they have other conventions they're going to go to too. So I'm going to send that. I'm going to put their website and their Facebook information on the video, so you guys can follow them and give them a shout out. Sentient Cow Games, Escape from Dulce. It's a great game. I recommend, if you don't have this game, if you haven't played this game, get this game, play it. Right? This game is really fun. If you're going to be at the if you're going to be at WonderCon, you can check them out there, because they'll be demoing the game there. If you're going to be at StrategiCon's next event, I think it's Game X over in May, Memorial Day weekend, they most likely will be there down at Dealer Hall. And if you want to come and play it with us, we'll be there too. Not in the Dealer Hall, but we'll be upstairs inside the party games room. So just send me a shout out on Facebook, and I will bring our copy so you can play it there. Okay, but it's a cool game. Check it out. I recommend it. And the next game. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next game. We've done a few games. I'm thinking that our next game is going to be this dice game called Heroes. I don't think I've done that yet. So our next game is going to be most likely Heroes, which is an older game. I think it's like 2013, 2012 right there. We're going to do that game, and it's kind of like Magic the Gathering with a bunch of dice and some cards. So it's pretty cool. So we're going to do that next one. Again, this weekend, Anaheim Convention Center, we'll be there demoing Death of Liberty and Battle of Souls. So if you are in the area, stop by and give us a shout out on Facebook, give us a shout out on Twitter, and on Instagram, on YouTube. Let us know how you like the video so far. I really like to know from you guys, hear from you guys. So if you like the videos, please let me know. And if there's anything I can do better, let me know. I'm still working on trying to get us a webcam. I'm just kind of broke right now, so I can't do it. But we are going to get a webcam so we can go ahead and do a live stream. We're going to try it out pretty soon. I might actually try it on the phone, so we'll see what happens. So, this is Bushido Gamer. This is Escape from Dulce. And always, game with passion and game with honor. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.